Okay, so today we're gonna make a seared polenta with these slow roasted tomatoes and a arugula pesto. This is a wine pairing recipe that goes wonderfully with Pinot Noir. So let's talk about wine for a second though. So this is a recipe for SIP certified. So the thing that I like about SIP certified is it's not just about the field. It's not just how they grow things. They also look at the business in general, like how you treat your farm workers, which is really, really important. So the thing that's great about sustainable wine is not only is it tasty, not only is it delicious, but it's also good for the planet. So this recipe is made to go with the Pinot Noir. So the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna slow roast our tomatoes. You can do this ahead of time, however long. You can do up to like a week ahead if you wanted to. But these slow roasted cherry tomatoes, I swear are gonna be the best thing you've ever tasted. So just go ahead and add the cherry tomatoes to a small baking sheet. And you're gonna top it off with a little bit of olive oil and a little bit of sea salt. And you want to just take the baking sheet and roll it around and make sure all those cherry tomatoes are covered in olive oil. Then we're gonna pop it in the oven and bake it at 250 for just a couple hours. You only need to turn them a few times. The whole idea is just to really slow roast and just bring out those wonderful, wonderful flavors. I recommend using the heirloom cherry tomatoes if you can, but any cherry tomato will do. Okay, so after you roast your tomatoes, now you're gonna sear the polenta. So you just take a tube of polenta, cut it into 1/2-inch medallions. We're gonna add some butter to a cast iron skillet, melt that butter, add in the medallions. And I suggest having a splatter guard ready. If you don't have one, have something to cover that's not flammable, that is. And we're gonna sear that polenta on both sides. You're gonna cook about 10 minutes until you just get a nice golden brown on each side of the medallion. So you have your roasted tomatoes, you're searing the polenta. While the polenta is searing, we're gonna make an arugula pesto. So you're gonna add your arugula and some Parmesan cheese and some olive oil to the bowl of a food processor and just puree that until it's nice and smooth. So you want to add a little bit of salt, but be careful. Don't over salt it. I would say salt it, let it rest, taste it, and then if you need some more, go ahead and add some. It's really easy to over salt it. Once the polenta is seared on both sides, you're good to go. So you just remove that from the heat, add in those roasted cherry tomatoes with the polenta. And we're gonna just drizzle the pesto over the polenta and the cherry tomatoes. Then we're gonna take a little bit of crème fraîche, and if you need to thin it out, add a little bit of milk to it, and then drizzle that over the top too. Top it off with some chopped parsley, and then you have a wonderful pairing to go with a Pinot Noir. And like I said, I highly recommend a sustainable, planet-friendly Pinot Noir.